Who has been appointed as the new Chief Financial Officer of SBI? Answer is Charanjit Atra. Charanjit Atra has been appointed as the new Chief Financial Officer of SBI. He is a former partner at global consulting firm EY India and had also served as a CFO at the ICICI Securities. I'll remind you of some of the important appointments. Rajesh Kular has been appointed as the Executive Director at World Bank, and Samir Kumar Khare has been appointed as the Executive Director of Asian Development Bank. Ashok Lavasa has been appointed as the new Vice President at Asian Development Bank. Ashwini Kumar Tewari has been appointed as the new MD and CEO of SBI Cards and Payment Services Limited. Partha Pratim Sen Gupta has been appointed as MD and CEO of Indian Overseas Bank. Hardayal Prasad is the new MD and CEO of PNB Housing Finance. Shashidhar Jagdishan is the new CEO of HDFC Bank. Ramesh Boddu has been appointed as MD and CEO of Karur Vysya Bank. Shyam Srinivasan has been reappointed as the MD and CEO of Federal Bank. And the last one, Varun Sridhar has been appointed as the new CEO of Paytm Money. Next one is Niti Aayog has signed a statement of intent with the embassy of which country on decarbonization and energy transition agenda? Answer is Netherlands. Niti Aayog and the embassy of the Netherlands New Delhi has signed a statement of intent to support the decarbonization and energy transition agenda. Why this was signed? This was for accommodating cleaner and more energy. The aim is to lower the net carbon in industrial and transport sectors, realize the target potential of natural gas and promote bioenergy technologies, adopt clean air technologies, adopt next generation technologies such as hydrogen, carbon capture utilization and storage for sectorial energy efficiency. This statement of intent was signed by the CEO of Niti Aayog and Ambassador of the Netherlands to India. Who is the CEO of Niti Aayog? Amitabh Kant. Also remember another recent news about Niti Aayog. Niti Aayog has launched the Atmanirbhar Bharat Arise ANIC initiative to foster innovation in Indian MSMEs and startups. Also, Niti Aayog has released Export Preparedness Index 2020 recently, in which Gujarat is the top state. When was the Niti Aayog established? Niti Aayog was established in the year 2015 with an aim to achieve sustainable development goals. Its chairperson is Prime Minister Narendra Modi and its headquarters is in New Delhi. Also remember, Ambassador of the Netherlands to India is Martin van den Berg. Netherlands is located in Europe. Its capital is Amsterdam and currency is Euro. Next question is, Sports Minister Kiren Rijiju has launched new logo of which apex national sports body of India recently? Answer is Sports Authority of India. The Minister of State for Youth Affairs and Sports, Sri Kiren Rijiju, launched the new logo of Sports Authority of India. This was launched at Delhi's Major Dhyan Chand Stadium. The new logo features a flying figure which indicates the freedom an athlete to leapfrog his or her career in Sports Authority of India. Remember one important point here, the image in the logo features Indian tricolor and blue color of chakra. So question can be asked on these colors as well. And about the formation of Sports Authority of India, it was formed in 1982 and it is the apex national sports body of India. Its headquarters is in Delhi. Next question is, Rajnath Singh has launched Defence India Startup Challenge 4 to promote innovation in defence sector under which initiative? Answer is IDEX. The name of the initiative is IDEX. It means Innovation for Defence Excellence. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has launched Defence India Startup Challenge 4. Why this was launched? To promote innovation in defence sector under IDEX initiative. Under this challenge, startups, innovators, MSMEs will provide their innovative ideas on technologies which can be applied in the defence sector. Rajnath Singh has also launched IDEX for Fauzi initiative and Product Management Approach Guidelines for IDEX. This IDEX for Fauzi support innovations identified by members of the Indian Armed Forces. All these initiatives are aimed at expanding the IDEX ecosystem in the country. Next one, India with which country has agreed for the establishment of Green Strategic Partnership recently? Right answer is Denmark. India and Denmark has agreed for the establishment of Green Strategic Partnership for further extending cooperation to strengthen bilateral relationship between the two countries. Green Strategic Partnership involve political cooperation, expand economic relations and green growth, create jobs and strengthen cooperation on addressing global challenges and opportunities, implementation of the Paris Agreement and the UN Sustainable Development Goals. A joint statement was issued under which the two sides agreed to cooperate in the range of sectors like energy, climate change, environment, water, circular economy, sustainable urban development, trade, shipping, food, agriculture and life sciences. Also remember, the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry has signed a MOU with Denmark for cooperation in the field of intellectual property. Where is Denmark located? It is in Europe. Its current Prime Minister is Mette Frederiksen. Its capital is Copenhagen and currency is Danish krone. Next one is, India successfully test fired which surface to surface cruise missile featuring indigenous booster recently? Right answer is BrahMos. DRDO successfully test fired BrahMos supersonic cruise missile with indigenous features. Remember, this was tested from the integrated test range at Balasore in Odisha. Surface to surface means from land to land. Some missiles will be launched from air to air to strike the targets in the air, and some missiles will be from land to air. So remember, this is a surface to surface missile. This successful trial of the BrahMos land attack cruise missile is a step towards achieving Atmanirbhar Bharat because most of the features of this missile are indigenous. This surface to surface cruise missile had indigenous booster and airframe section as well as other made in India subsystems. I have reminded the recent news about DRDO in previous videos. I will remind you again so that you can remember. Recently, DRDO conducted a successful flight test of Abhyas HEAT, and also DRDO successfully tested scramjet technology named Hypersonic Technology Demonstrator Vehicle for hypersonic missiles. Another one is DRDO tested the anti-tank guided missile Dhruvastra, and another one is DRDO has recently provided accurate surveillance drones named Bharat to Indian Army. Another point is DRDO has launched Dare to Dream 2.0 contest for innovators and startups. And another point is DRDO has successfully tested the anti-tank guided missile named Dhruvastra. About DRDO, DRDO was established in 1958. Its chairman is Dr. G. Satish Reddy and its headquarters is in New Delhi. Next one is, Southeastern Railway launched which initiative recently to ensure security of women passengers? Answer is Operation My Saheli. The Southeastern Railway Zone of the Indian Railways has launched the Operation My Saheli initiative to boost the security of women passengers in trains. Under this initiative, security will be provided to women passengers from the originating point to their destination. For this, a team of women sub-inspectors will interact with lady passengers in the train at the starting station and brief them about precautions, and they are provided with emergency contact numbers. Also, the team collect the seat numbers and contacts of the specified number of women passengers and remain in touch with them throughout their journey. This project has been executed under the framework of the Nirbhaya Fund and it does not involve any additional expenditure for the railways. Currently, this initiative has been introduced as a pilot project in 3 trains. Next one is, when is International Translation Day observed? Answer is 30th September. International Translation Day is observed every year on 30th September. The theme for 2020 is Finding the Words for a World in Crisis. This day aims to celebrate the work of language translation professionals which facilitates dialogue, understanding and cooperation, contributing to development and strengthening world peace and security. The first official celebration of International Translation Day was held in 1991. This day also marks the feast of Saint Jerome, the Bible translator, who is considered the patron saint of translators. Also remember, 1st October is observed as World Vegetarian Day, International Coffee Day and International Day of Older Persons. And on 2nd October, as we all know, it's Gandhi Jayanti and it is observed as International Day of Non-Violence. Next one is Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prizes 2020 has been announced recently. This has been bestowed upon how many persons for 2020? Right answer is 14 persons. The Union Science and Technology Minister Dr. Harshvardhan announced the 2020 Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prizes. For 2020, the prize has been bestowed upon 14 people. This award is given for outstanding Indian work in the field of science and technology. Remember, the award is named after the founder director of CSIR India, the late Dr. Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar. This award is presented in 7 disciplines: biological sciences, chemical sciences, earth, atmosphere, ocean and planetary sciences, engineering sciences, mathematical sciences, medical sciences and physical sciences. These awards were announced on the occasion of the Foundation Day of the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. Next one is Indian Coast Guard has commissioned ICGS Kanakalata Barua fast patrol vessel at which city recently? Right answer is Kolkata. The Indian Coast Guard fast patrol vessel ICGS Kanakalata Barwa was commissioned at the Garden Research Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited in Kolkata. Remember, this is the 5th and final ship in the series of 5 fast patrol vessels built by Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers for the Indian Coast Guard. These fast patrol vessels are medium range surface vessels designed to perform multi-purpose operations like patrolling, anti-smuggling, anti-poaching and rescue operations. About Indian Coast Guard, it was founded in 1978. Its current Director General is Krishnaswamy Natarajan and its headquarters is in New York.
Minister Narendra Modi dedicated the world's longest highway tunnel, Atal Tunnel, to the nation. This tunnel was built by which organization? Answer is Border Roads Organization. Remember, Border Roads Organization has built the Atal Tunnel. This is world's longest highway tunnel and has been named after former Indian Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. This tunnel is built under the Rohtang Pass in the eastern Pir Panjal range of the Himalayas on the Leh-Manali highway in Himachal Pradesh. The points you need to remember about this question are: the length of this tunnel is 9.02 km. Overall cost is rupees 3,200 crore. The tunnel is above 10,000 feet from the mean sea level. It is named after former Indian Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. It is under Rohtang Pass in Himachal Pradesh. Next question. Which edition of India-Bangladesh bilateral navy exercise Bongo Sagar began in Bay of Bengal recently? Right answer is 2nd edition. The 2nd edition of Indian Navy Bangladesh Navy bilateral exercise Bongo Sagar commenced in Northern Bay of Bengal. This exercise is aimed at developing interoperability and joint operational skills between both the navies through conduct of a wide spectrum of maritime exercises and operations. Next one. Which state has launched Kritagnyata portal for online pension submission and tracking recently? Answer is Assam. Assam government has launched Kritagnyata web portal. This is an online pension submission and tracking system launched to help the pensioners of the state to dispose their pension related claims. This portal will help the retired government employees to submit the pension related papers online as well as check the status of their pension. Next one. Pushpa Bhave passed away recently. What was she famous for? Answer is social activist. Veteran social activist Professor Pushpa Bhave passed away at the age of 81. Remember, she was known as the Iron Lady of Mumbai. In the past, she had taken part in the Samyukta Maharashtra movement and the Goa Liberation Movement, and also she has been associated with the Rashtra Seva Dal and democratic movement since her student days, and she fought for the rights of common citizens. Next one is, who inaugurated Vaibhav 2020 Summit, a global virtual summit of overseas and resident Indian researchers and academicians recently? Answer is Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the Vaibhav 2020 Summit. Vaibhav full form is Vaishvik Bharatiya Vaignanik. This is a month-long summit and will conclude on the occasion of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Jayanti on 31st October 2020. This summit has been organized to celebrate science and innovation from India and the world. The aim of the summit is to bring out a comprehensive roadmap leveraging the expertise and knowledge of global Indian researchers for addressing emerging challenges for universal development. Next one. Which bank has launched refinance scheme for WASH program recently? Answer is NABARD. NABARD launched refinance scheme for WASH program with rupees 800 crore for 2021. Full form of WASH is Water, Sanitation and Hygiene. NABARD will refinance this program to promote sustainable and healthy lifestyle in rural areas. For this, NABARD will provide concessional refinance to all eligible financial institutions including commercial banks, regional rural banks and cooperative banks. This support will be channelized to fund WASH activities which are eligible for 95% refinance. About NABARD, full form of NABARD is the National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. It was formed in 1982. Its headquarters is in Mumbai. Next one. India signed $90 million defense deal with which country to buy spares for C-130J Super Hercules aircraft? Right answer is United States. India and the United States have entered into a defense deal worth $90 million, under which US will provide equipment, spare parts and logistical support for India's fleet of C-130J Super Hercules cargo aircraft. The deal will further strengthen India-US strategic relations and advance political stability, peace and prosperity in the Indo-Pacific region. As per the deal, the US will repair the C-130J Super Hercules to India as well as supply spare parts and ground support. Next one. Which state government has signed a MOU with Denmark in water sector? Answer is Gujarat. Gujarat government has signed a memorandum of understanding with Denmark in water sector. This MOU was signed between Gujarat Water Supply and Sewerage Board and Danish Water Forum Denmark through an online interactive platform. MOU has been signed for a 5-year period in order to set up Indo-Danish Water Technology Alliance in Gujarat and contribute to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 6. Remember, Sustainable Development Goal number 6 is about clean water and sanitation for all. It is one of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals established by the United Nations General Assembly in 2015. Next one. Thawarchand Gehlot launched Ambedkar Social Innovation and Incubation Mission Initiative to support 1000 startups of SC youth over next 4 years. What is the initial funding under this? Answer is 30 lakh. Thawarchand Gehlot is Union Minister for Social Justice and Empowerment. He has launched Ambedkar Social Innovation and Incubation Mission under the Venture Capital Fund for SCs to promote innovation and enterprise among SC students studying in higher educational institutions. For this, 1000 SC youth would be identified in the next 4 years, having startup ideas through the technology business incubators in various higher educational institutions, and they will be funded rupees 30 lakh in 3 years as equity funding so that they can translate their startup ideas into commercial ventures. Next one. When is World Animal Day observed? Answer is 4th October. The World Animal Day is observed annually on 4th October. This day is being observed since 1929. This day aims to raise the status of animals in order to improve welfare standards around the globe. This day was originated by Heinrich Zimmermann. He organized the first World Animal Day on 24th March 1925 at the Sports Palace in Berlin, Germany. Later, this event was moved to 4th October for the first time in 1929. Chemicals and Fertilizers Minister D.V. Sadananda Gowda has launched the home delivery facility of fertilizers for farmers of which state recently? Answer is Andhra Pradesh. The home delivery facility of fertilizers for farmers was launched in Andhra Pradesh. For this, the minister has launched POS 3.1 software and SMS gateway. Under the POS 3.1 version, contactless one-time password-based authentication option has been introduced. Farmers will be able to purchase fertilizers without touching fingerprint sensors. Under this initiative, the state government has launched 10,641 Raitu Bharosa Kendralu in all Gram Panchayats to provide farmers with quality inputs and allied services. Some important points you need to remember about Andhra Pradesh are: Andhra Pradesh is in the top spot in ease of doing business rankings. Andhra Pradesh government has launched E-Raksha Bandhan for the safety of women and children in cyberspace. South India's first Kisan Rail was started from Andhra Pradesh. HRD Ministry has launched the first online NISTA program to train 1200 key resource persons of Andhra Pradesh. And also Andhra Pradesh has launched YSR Cheyuta scheme, YSR Sampurna Poshana scheme and YSR Sampurna Poshana Plus scheme. Remember, wherever you see YSR in the name of any scheme, it is related to Andhra Pradesh. About Andhra Pradesh, capital of Andhra Pradesh is Amravati, Chief Minister is YS Jagan Mohan Reddy and Governor is Biswabhushan Harichandan. Next one. Which actress is in the top of Forbes highest paid actress list 2020? Answer is Sofia Vergara. Sofia Vergara, a Colombia-born American actress, is the highest paid actress in the annual list of Forbes highest paid actress 2020. She got the fame with an American TV show Modern Family. Her earnings are $43 million, which is equal to rupees 315 crore. After Sofia Vergara, Hollywood actress Angelina Jolie secured the second position and Gal Gadot is in the third position. And none of the Indian actors is in the list for the 2020. Next one. Who won the 10-meter air rifle gold at International Online Shooting Championship recently? Answer is Vishnu Shivraj Pandian. India's Vishnu Shivraj Pandian won the 10-meter air rifle event at the 5th edition of the International Online Shooting Championship. The second place was won by world number 27, Etienne Germain of France. The only other Indian in the finals is Pratyush Aman Barik, finished at 7th position. Next one. When is World Space Week observed? Answer is 4th to 10th October. The World Space Week is observed from 4th October to 10th October every year to celebrate science and technology and their contribution towards the betterment of human life. The theme for 2020 is Satellites Improve Life. This day was declared by the United Nations General Assembly on December 6, 1999. The dates commemorate the launch of the first artificial satellite Sputnik 1 on 4th October 1957 and also the entry into the force of the Treaty on Principles Governing the Activities of States in the Exploration and Use of Outer Space on 10th October 1967. So from 4th October to 10th October is observed as World Space Week. Next one. DRDO successfully testified new version of nuclear capable Shaurya missile from Odisha coast. It can strike targets at a range of around how many kilometers? Answer is 800 kilometers. DRDO successfully testified a new version of the Shaurya surface-to-surface nuclear-capable ballistic missile at Balasore off the coast of Odisha. This new version of the nuclear-capable missile can strike targets at a range of around 800 kilometers. Also remember, recently DRDO successfully testified BrahMos supersonic cruise missile with indigenous features from the same testing facility, and it is also a surface-to-surface missile. We'll see some other important points about DRDO. Every time I am repeating this so that you can remember. Recently, DRDO conducted a successful flight test of Abhyas HEAT, and also DRDO successfully tested scramjet technology named Hypersonic Technology Demonstrator Vehicle for hypersonic missiles, and another one is DRDO tested the anti-tank guided missile Dhruvastra, and another one is DRDO has recently provided accurate surveillance drones named Bharat to Indian Army. Another point is DRDO has launched Dare to Dream 2.0 contest for innovators and startups. About DRDO, DRDO was established in 1958. Its chairman is Dr. G. Satish Reddy and its headquarters is in New Delhi. Next one. Indian Navy helicopters took aerial seeding initiative at which city recently? Answer is Visakhapatnam. The Indian Navy and Greater Visakhapatnam Municipal Corporation took initiative of aerial seeding at Visakhapatnam to enhance the green cover in and around Visakhapatnam. Do you know what is aerial seeding? This is a technique in which seeds are sown aerially with the help of drones or helicopters. Remember the points related to this question. This program was inaugurated at INS Dega at Visakhapatnam. 2 UH-3H helicopters were used for this operation. The naval helicopters airdropped 50,000 seed balls weighing approx 6.25 tons in 5 locations around Visakhapatnam, covering an area of nearly 200 acres which are inaccessible by road. Where is Visakhapatnam located? It is located in Andhra Pradesh. Recently we discussed about Coast Guard fast patrol vessel. Do you remember the name of that vessel? It is ICGS Kanakalata Barua. And where it was commissioned? It was at Kolkata. Next one. Misty Mukherjee passed away recently. What was her profession? Answer is actress. Bollywood actress Mishti Mukherjee, who has featured in many Hindi, Bengali and Telugu films and music videos, has passed away due to kidney failure. Remember, she was only 27 years old. She made her debut in Bollywood with the film Life Ki To Lag Gayi in 2012 and worked as a lead actress in the film Kanchi the Unbreakable in 2014. Also remember another demise, former Odisha minister Pradeep Maharati also passed away recently, and also Jharkhand minister Haji Hussain Ansari also passed away recently. Next one, who is the author of the book titled Discovering the Heritage of Assam? Answer is Padampani Bora. Padampani Bora is the author of the book titled Discovering the Heritage of Assam. This book describes the heritage, faith, beliefs and traditions of different ethnic tribes and sub-tribes living in Assam. This book was released by the Union Minister of State, Independent Charge, Development of Northeastern Region, Dr. Jitendra Singh. And remember, the foreword for this book was provided by Amitabh Bachchan. And the publisher of the book is Penguin. About the author, Padmapani Bora is an officer of the Indian Revenue Service by profession, but established himself as an accomplished author. Next one, which state has launched Pathasri Abhijan scheme to repair roads in the state? Answer is West Bengal. West Bengal has launched a new scheme called the Pathasri Abhijan to repair roads in the state. Under this scheme, more than 7,000 stretches of roads comprising 12,000 kilometers across the state will be repaired in a mission mode and in a time-bound manner. The list of repairs have been prepared on the basis of all the road-related complaints received by the Chief Minister from different parts of the state through the Didi Ke Bolo initiative of the state government. Other important points you need to remember about West Bengal are: world's largest solar tree has been installed in Durgapur, West Bengal by CSIR CME-RI. India has opened a new trade route between Jaigaon in West Bengal and Pasaka in Bhutan. Also recently, former President Pranab Mukherjee passed away. He belongs to West Bengal. What is the capital of West Bengal? Kolkata. Chief Minister is Mamata Banerjee and Governor is Jagdeep Dhankar. Next one, who has e-launched Tribal Entrepreneurship Development Program recently? Answer is Arjun Munda. The Union Minister of Tribal Affairs Sri Arjun Munda inaugurated the Tribal Entrepreneurship Development Program through video conference. The Tribal Entrepreneurship Development Program is a 3-year initiative that will be jointly implemented by the Ministry of Tribal Affairs and ASSOCHAM. Through this Center of Excellence, value addition, technology advance and marketing of tribal products would be facilitated to the tribal communities in a more effective and efficient manner. This initiative will optimize the contribution of tribal population to the growing economy of the country and support India's vision of becoming Atmanirbhar Bharat. Where did DRDO successfully flight tested supersonic missile assisted release of Torpedo Smart recently? Answer is Odisha. Defense Research and Development Organization successfully flight tested the supersonic missile assisted release of Torpedo Smart, and SMART is a missile assisted release of lightweight anti-submarine torpedo system for anti-submarine warfare operations for far beyond torpedo range. This was tested from Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Island of the coast of Odisha. Remember, this island was formerly known as Wheeler Island. Abdul Kalam Island is the missile test facility for most missiles of India, which includes Akash, Agni, Astra, BrahMos and many more. Also remember another point, Abdul Kalam Island is located close to the Gahirmata Marine Sanctuary of the endangered olive ridley sea turtle. Next one, when is World Teachers Day observed? Answer is 5th October. World Teachers Day, which is also known as International Teachers Day, is celebrated annually on 5th October. The theme for 2020 International Teachers Day is Teachers Leading in Crisis, Reimagining the Future. This day is being celebrated since 1994. World Teachers Day aims to focus on appreciating, assessing and improving the educators of the world and to consider issues related to teachers and teaching. And when is Teachers Day celebrated in India? It is on 5th September. Don't get confused here. Teachers Day in India is celebrated on 5th September and World Teachers Day is celebrated on 5th October. Next one, Harvey J. Alter, Michael Houghton and Charles M. Rice jointly wins Nobel for Medicine 2020 for the discovery of which virus?
Answer is hepatitis C. 2020 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine has been jointly conferred upon Harvey J. Alter and Charles M. Rice of America and British scientist Michael Houghton for the discovery of the hepatitis C virus. These three made a decisive contribution to the fight against blood-borne hepatitis, a major global health problem that causes liver cancer. Hepatitis C is one of the 5 known hepatitis viruses A, B, C, D and E, and it is spread primarily by blood-to-blood contact, and there is no vaccine against hepatitis C. It was estimated that 71 million people worldwide were infected with hepatitis C as of 2017, and this virus infects only humans and chimpanzees. Next one. Which airport of Airports Authority of India became the first 100% solar powered airport? Answer is Puducherry. The Puducherry airport has become the first airport of the Airports Authority of India which is entirely solar powered. A solar power plant was commissioned in this airport with an approximate cost of rupees 2.8 crore. By this, the Puducherry airport will be able to meet its entire power requirement through the solar power plant. Puducherry is one of the union territories of India and it was formerly known as Pondicherry. When we discuss about union territories, you need to remember how many union territories are there in India. India has a total of 8 union territories. Remember, previously there were 9 union territories. Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu were merged with effect from 26 January 2020, and now we have 8 union territories. Next one. Which bank has introduced a Kisan credit card loan scheme for fishermen? Answer is Indian Bank. Indian Bank has introduced a Kisan credit card loan scheme for fishermen in Tamil Nadu. Under this scheme, fishermen will be provided Kisan credit card loan up to 2 lakh as working capital at low interest rate. To avail this, fisherman has to submit the application through the Department of Fisheries along with the details of the mechanized boat. What is Kisan credit card scheme? Kisan credit card scheme is a credit scheme introduced in August 1998 to provide term loans for agricultural needs. The scheme provides support to farmers to meet short-term credit requirements for cultivation of crops, post-harvest expenses, produce marketing loans, consumption requirement of farmer households, working capital for maintenance of farm assets and activities allied to agriculture. Now Indian Bank has introduced this for fishermen as well. About Indian Bank, remember Indian Bank merged with Allahabad Bank. Indian Bank was founded in 1907 and its headquarters is in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Next one. Which Indian digital payments firm has launched its own mini app store recently? Answer is Paytm. To support Indian developers, Paytm has launched its own mini app store. This mini app store will help developers take their products to the masses and is providing listing of these apps in the Paytm app. More than 300 apps have joined this app store till now. Also remember, recently Paytm has appointed Sachin Tendulkar as brand ambassador for its gaming platform Paytm First Games. Paytm was founded in 2010 by Vijay Shekhar Sharma. Its headquarters is in Noida, Uttar Pradesh. Paytm is owned by 197 Communications Limited, which has launched Paytm, Paytm Mall and Paytm Payments Bank and Paytm Money. Next one. ISRO is scheduled to launch its Venus mission in which year? Answer is 2025. ISRO is scheduled to launch its Venus mission in 2025. And remember, French Space Agency CNES will also be the part of this mission. This mission is named as Shukrayaan-1 after the Mars orbiter mission Mangalyaan and moon missions Chandrayaan 1 and 2. ISRO has set target of Venus mission for carrying out its interplanetary mission. France is one of the 3 nations with whom India collaborates in the strategic sectors of nuclear, space and defense along with Russia and United States. Also remember, recently ISRO announced that Chandrayaan 2 has captured images of the moon and named one of the craters as Sarabhai crater. This has been named after Indian astrophysicist Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, who is regarded as the father of Indian space program, and also a team of researchers from ISRO and the Indian Institute of Science Bengaluru has developed a sustainable process to make space bricks on the lunar surface. And another space related news is Indian aerospace startup Skyroot Aerospace successfully testified an upper stage rocket engine named Raman. About ISRO, ISRO was formed in 1969. Its chairman is K. Sivan and its headquarters is in Bengaluru, Karnataka. Next one. What is the name of the RT-PCR kit developed by the Reliance Life Sciences recently to diagnose COVID-19 infection? Answer is R Green Kit. The Reliance Life Sciences recently developed RT-PCR kit which can diagnose COVID-19 infection in about 2 hours. These kits are named as R Green Kits. RT-PCR are the most accurate tests being conducted for COVID-19, but the only drawback in this test is it's time consuming to get the result. It takes 6 to 8 hours to produce results. Now, Reliance Life Sciences has developed R Green Kit which will give result in only 2 hours. Next one. Who represented India at UN Summit on Biodiversity recently? Answer is Prakash Javadekar. Union Minister Prakash Javadekar addressed the UN Summit on Biodiversity. Prakash Javadekar is Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. The theme for this summit was Urgent Action on Biodiversity for Sustainable Development. Remember, India has added around 3 million hectares of forest and tree cover, which has enhanced the combined forest and tree cover to 24.56% of the total geographical area of the country. Next one. Which bank has approved $741 million for Delhi Ghaziabad Meerut Regional Rapid Transit System and Mumbai Metro Rail project recently? Answer is New Development Bank. New Development Bank has approved $741 million for Delhi Ghaziabad Meerut Regional Rapid Transit System and Mumbai Metro Rail project. Out of this, 241 million, which is approximately rupees 1760 crores, is for Mumbai Metro Rail project, and 500 million, which is approximately rupees 3600 crores, is for Delhi Ghaziabad Meerut Regional Rapid Transit System project. New Development Bank was formerly known as BRICS Development Bank. BRICS includes Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. The treaty for the formation of the New Development Bank was signed in 2014 and the treaty came into force in 2015. Its headquarters is in Shanghai, China. It was the Quad countries foreign ministers meeting held recently? Answer is Tokyo. This meeting was held in Tokyo. Quad countries include United States, Japan, Australia and India, and Quad is an intergovernmental security forum between these 4 countries. The first meeting was held in 2019 and this is the second meeting of the Quad countries. From Indian side, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar attended this meeting. In this meeting, importance of maintaining a free, open and inclusive Indo-Pacific was discussed. Also remember some recent news about these countries. Yoshihide Suga has been elected as the new Prime Minister of Japan and he replaced Shinzo Abe. Also, Japan will be providing a development assistance loan of 3,500 crore rupees to India to fight COVID-19 under the Crisis Emergency Response Support. Recently, the 4th edition of the biennial India-Japan Maritime Bilateral Exercise GIMEX was commenced, and recently the Australian government has appointed former opening batsman Matthew Hayden as trade envoy for advancing business ties with India, and the 10th edition of Indo-US Defence Technology and Trade Initiative Group meeting was also held recently. And another one is India, Japan and Australia agreed to launch a trilateral supply chain resilience initiative in the Indo-Pacific region. Next one is which state has launched a mega anti-pollution campaign Yudh Pradushan Ke Viruddh? Answer is Delhi. Delhi government has launched a mega anti-air pollution campaign named Yudh Pradushan Ke Viruddh. Under this campaign, the state government has prepared separate plans for the most polluted areas and will set up a war room to monitor all anti-pollution measures being taken by the government. For this, the government will also launch a mobile app named Green Delhi, through which citizens of Delhi can bring pollution causing activities such as garbage burning or industrial pollution to the notice of the state government. Also remember some important news about Delhi. India's first terminal facility for chartered and jet planes was recently launched at Indira Gandhi International Airport, Delhi, and also India's first coronavirus airport testing facility has been launched at the same airport. And also recently Delhi government has launched a special mass campaign under the name 10 Hafte 10 Baje 10 Minute, and recently Delhi cabinet has approved Mukhyamantri Ghar Ghar Ration Yojana. Another important news is Delhi government has launched new electric vehicle policy to increase the usage of electric vehicles in Delhi, and also Delhi government has launched a portal for job seekers named Rozgar Bazaar, and another one is Swachh Bharat Mission Academy inaugurated in Delhi recently as part of the campaign called Gandagi Mukt Bharat. And about Delhi, its capital is New Delhi, Chief Minister is Arvind Kejriwal, and Governor is Anil Baijal. Next one is one of the world's spiciest chilies, Dalle Kursani, of which state has got the GI tag recently? Answer is Sikkim. Sikkim's Dalle Kursani chilies, which are one of the world's spiciest chilies, has got a GI tag from the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. Recently, the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade was in news. Why it was in news recently? This department under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry has signed a MOU with Denmark for cooperation in the field of intellectual property. Also remember, India has signed another agreement with Denmark for the establishment of Green Strategic Partnership. And now coming back to the question, GI full form is Geographical Indication. GI tag is given to certain products that have a specific geographical location or origin. The GI tagged products will have global recognition, and this chili grown in Sikkim has been given a GI tag, and it will improve the market for this product in overseas. Next one, India built Sitwe port which will be operational in 2021 is located in which country? Answer is Myanmar. India has built Sitwe port in the Rakhine state of Myanmar, which will be operational in the first quarter of 2021. This port is a deep water port constructed by India in 2016 at Sitwe, the capital of Rakhine state in Myanmar on the Bay of Bengal. This port is part of the Kaladan Multimodal Transit Transport Project, which is considered as India's gateway to Southeast Asia. The port will connect India's landlocked northeastern region with the Bay of Bengal through Mizoram. Myanmar is a Southeast Asian country. It was formerly known as Burma. Its capital is Naypyidaw and its currency is Burmese kyat. Next one is the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs has partnered with which food tech company to take street food vendors' businesses online under PM Swanidhi scheme? Answer is Swiggy. The Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs has signed a MOU with Bengaluru-based food tech company Swiggy to onboard street food vendors on the e-commerce platform. This initiative has been launched as part of the Prime Minister's Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi scheme to provide the street vendors online access to customers and help grow their businesses. The program has been launched on pilot basis in 5 cities by onboarding 250 vendors. These cities are Ahmedabad, Chennai, Delhi, Indore and Varanasi. Next one, Roger Penrose, Reinhard Genzel and Andrea Ghez wins 2020 Nobel Prize in which field? Answer is physics. The Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences announced the 2020 Nobel Prize in Physics. The winners are Roger Penrose, Reinhard Genzel and Andrea Ghez. This award was shared by the 3 winners, out of which one half of the award has been given to Roger Penrose for black hole discovery and the other half jointly given to Reinhard Genzel and Andrea Ghez. UK's Roger Penrose has been awarded for the discovery that black hole formation is a robust prediction of the general theory of relativity. America's Reinhard Genzel and Andrea Ghez have jointly won for the discovery of a supermassive compact object at the center of our galaxy. Previously, we discussed about the Nobel Prize winners 2020 in medicine. Who are the winners? Harvey J. Alter, Michael Houghton and Charles M. Rice. Next one. The 12th BRICS Summit will be held under the chairmanship of which country? Answer is Russia. The 12th BRICS Summit is scheduled to be held on 17 November 2020 through video conference. This is the first time in the history of the forum that the meeting will be held virtually due to the global COVID pandemic. The summit is being held under the chairmanship of Russia. The theme for this summit is BRICS Partnership for Global Stability, Shared Security and Innovative Growth. The 5 member BRICS states are Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. Next one is, when is Wildlife Week observed in India? Answer is 2nd October to 8th October. The Wildlife Week is celebrated in India every year from 2nd to 8th October to conserve and protect the fauna and animal life of the country. This week was conceptualized in 1952 to raise awareness on safeguarding the lives of wildlife. Remember, this is 66th Wildlife Week and the theme for 2020 is Roar and Revive, exploring human-animal relationships. Next one. Vishal Anand passed away recently. What was his profession? Answer is actor. Veteran Bollywood actor Vishal Anand, who came to fame with 1976 super hit song and film Chalte Chalte, has passed away at the age of 82. His real name was Bhishmam Kohli. He has appeared in 11 Hindi films during his acting career like Hindustan Ki Kasam and Taxi Driver. Apart from acting, he had also directed and produced few films including Chalte Chalte. Next one. Who inaugurated RAISE 2020 Summit on Artificial Intelligence recently? Answer is Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated RAISE 2020, a mega virtual summit on artificial intelligence. RAISE full form is Responsible Artificial Intelligence for Social Empowerment. This summit was organized by the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology and Niti Aayog. This summit is a platform where delegates and experts in research, policy and innovation on artificial intelligence will join from across the globe to exchange ideas on how to use artificial intelligence for social transformation, inclusion and empowerment in areas like healthcare, agriculture, education and smart mobility and other sectors.